Have you ever wondered how to change and grow in life? Make positive changes, either grow in what is positive or simply get rid of something that is not so good. And you like to do that in an easy way where it's a flow, it's gentle, and it's not like you have to push yourself, and it's not like you have to, just discipline yourself and pretend that it's there, but it's like a release and it's just getting into place naturally. Well, that is what I'm going to focus on this channel. I'm going to have therapeutic ASMR sessions, meditations where I speak softly or I whisper, and sometimes I will speak very slowly, simply to get you into the state that's going to be fortunate for you to be in. And the whole purpose is for you to get to a state where you can find the solutions and release the issues and get to a place where it grows forth naturally from within, things that you are looking to improve and grow in. I am a therapist, and I have taken education in different parts of the brain, how the different parts cooperate, brain waves, brain state, how it is connected to the nervous system and everything else in the body, but also the emotions, the mental state, the thoughts that we have, the views that we have, all the interactions with organs, everything. So in these videos, my goal is to combine all of that, and also to combine it with the power and science of sound. And that of course includes music, special effects, triggering sounds, of course the spoken word, prayer, and the written word, the word of God. And the power, of course, of inviting God into your life and asking for forgiveness, asking for help to change, all that kind of things. So what am I planning to do? Well, it's going to be focused on relaxation, deep sleep, deep healing, changing patterns, overcoming fear, overcoming all kinds of negative and positive things like improving health, certain organs, certain systems, overall with vitality, weight control, diets, and also, sleep aid, and growing, inner growth, spiritual growth, and of course, self-development, motivational, reaching goals, being focused, achieve something, life purpose, all kinds of things like that. There's a whole range of topics that I can touch upon, but the whole point of it is to increase quality of life and to get you into a relaxed state where this is being implemented from the subconscious and the unconscious. Because if we want to have proper change, if you want to blossom and grow into something, that's not gonna happen if you, with your mental mind, determines that I want to do this, but then your unconscious and your subconscious don't agree. They have a different opinion. They are pulling you in a different direction. And if that is the case, well, then you're not going to get far, will you? So the trick is to make the whole system and your whole brain agree on the goal, on where you're going, why you're going there, how great it will be for you to get there, and what you're going to do when you get there. So these are simple techniques and relaxed speaking to help you get to a stage where you can reach your goals and become the best version of you, fulfill your calling, have the purpose in life that you're meant to, have the connection to both yourself and to God and to others that you want to have. And with that comes abundance, vitality, and I'm not just talking about material abundance, but all kinds of abundance. I mean, space, freedom, nature, peace inside. I mean, there's so many types of abundance. And these are the kind of topics and the kind of values that I want to sow into you, talk about, massage your brain with, massage your whole system with, so that you can either relax, or you can do some computer work, or you can do workout, whatever you do, and you can have this like a therapeutic dose in the background playing to mold and input those good messages and reminders where you're heading, what is important to you, what you need to focus on, and of course with that you'll easier let go of the things that you should not focus on. So that is the goal of this channel, and I hope that you will give me back some feedback so that I can choose the right topics that you're looking for, so that I can mold the videos in the way that is the most efficient or the most soothing for you, and all kinds of different feedback that would help me create better experiences for you. Now for this video, there's just some basic background music because I've chosen to have that. I love to have a little bit of, just that calming, relaxing mode where you just float away and forget about all the things. But I will also, in some of the videos, I will add binaural beats music. And if you don't know what that is, then I'll explain a little bit, and you can do some searches also. And I will not have it in all the videos, but in the videos that I do have, then I will state that in the description. But binaural beats is basically tones, vibrational sounds that are a little bit different. It's just ordinary tones, but the point is that if you have one tone in the left ear and then you have a slightly different one in the right ear, and there's a certain ratio between those two, then that creates binaural tones, or binaural beats as it's called. And this music where that is implemented, and what it does, this is pure research, what it does is that it helps induce certain brain states. We have brain waves, those can be measured, and at the top, in our conscious mind, when we are focusing, then we are in beta mode, and then further down we go down into alpha, which is relaxed but still awake and aware, etc. But then further down we have theta, and that is where you have deep relaxation, meditation, and the state that you are in when you are not asleep, but on your way up to being awake but still not properly awake. You have this in-between state where you can see things and experience things. Maybe you remember something, or you're in the state after the dream, after you've been sleeping, but you're not truly awake yet. That's the theta state. And then of course we have the delta. That is where you want to be to get proper deep sleep. And I'm gonna make separate videos for that purpose. So all of these different states of the brain. They have different functions, and we can do things to help you and the brain get to that state that is needed and desired for you. So I'm going to combine healing principles for therapeutic procedures, and I'm going to combine that with ASMR and soft speaking, sound massage for your brain and your neural system, and also with the science of frequencies and sound binaural beats and music and sounds that are affecting the brain and the body and the system in different ways. So many other things that I'm putting into this, just being aware of the different connections and speaking to the different parts of the body, the different parts of the consciousness, the different parts of the brain, and stimulating certain things. So that's my goal, and I hope that you will enjoy that. Well, in fact, I would love to get a list and comments from this video. I have a long list of things I want to go through, but there's always a real pleasure in making something that someone is waiting for, somebody is looking for. And yes, you may watch a video once, but because I'm making them the way that I'm planning to do it, it's actually gonna be like, a free therapeutic session, or like a dose of some kind of supplemental pill that you need to improve this or that area in your life, to strengthen this character, to get rid of this negative thing, this negative talk, this negative view, etc. So for that reason it is great to listen to it once, but to be honest, when you find a topic that really speaks to you, it would be really, really good to keep listening to it on a consistent basis, like every day, for not just weeks, perhaps you need months. It depends. When we are into food and diet, and a lot of people that want to improve their diet, let's say you've been eating sugar and you want to stop, and it's hard to stop because you're used to it, but we change a habit within 3 weeks. So it means that mentally, psychologically, if you are aware, it's only going to be hard for a few weeks, maybe shorter, and then afterwards you're not going to think about it any longer. Then it's a lot easier to stick to it and to not give up. But when it comes to deep in the patterns, like things that have shaped our lives, who we think we are, how we see the world, the stories that we tell ourselves, the lacking belief or the lack of action or the acting out that is not good. We have so many patterns and beliefs and stuff that is so embedded into our personalities that it's gonna take more than just 3 weeks to change those deep things. And that is why I say that once I get started and I get a good list of these different things that I am to debate and work on, like a massage therapy in the psychological, spiritual, the emotional realm, then when you find something that is really hitting your buttons and, well, this is what I need, then save it to a playlist and just determine for yourself, how long you're gonna listen to that. Not that you're gonna listen to it every day, all day long, but if you keep at it, like a dose here, a dose there. Keep pulling you back in the right direction. Keep pulling you back on the track you want to be on, so you don't forget, so you don't fall back down into those old habits, old thought patterns, etc. Well, that is my recommendation, because it will be your lifeline through the changes and the challenges, so that you can succeed in creating that change that you want to create. And victory, well, that is what we want. It's a good thing to have a good moment. You know, you listen to a video, a recording, a music, whatever, and you have a good moment. That's awesome. But it's way better to have life-changing events where you really mold your personality, your character, you step out, you have a breakthrough, you leave something old behind and you step into a better version of you, a more vibrant version of life where you live the life you are meant to, not bound by the enemy, bound by fear, bound by whatever it is that is holding you back. And these are the things that I want to explore, and I want to lead you into a path where we can look at those things together and do what is needed to resolve, release, let go, and bringing in the new that you long for. Now that is victory, if that can be a permanent new version of you, and not just a moment, but a permanent version. And in order for you to make such a change, you need to hold on to the moments and have many of them, so that over time you change and become accustomed to a new version of you, because you have spent so much time with that new version, so you've kind of forgotten the old and you have transitioned into the new. So again, it's like a dose. You have a dose today, but you need a dose the next day, etc. Just like going to the gym, it takes time to build strength, to build character, to step out of what has been holding you back, etc. And then of course, we're just gonna do things for fun, just to relax, just to have a good time. There's gonna be all of this in this channel. So I hope that you will be good to me, help me out on what kind of topics and how you like things and what you want more of, and what you're curious about, and what challenges you are facing, right? So I will respond to that, and I will tailor-make videos according to the feedback that I get, so that it'll be as good as it can be. My goal is that the listeners that come to this channel will not only be relaxed, will not only have, a good time, but really that they find something inside of them that's going to bring them to more life, and with more excitement, more strength, more power, more focus, more vitality, health, passion, and greater achievements in life. I want you to become the best version that you could possibly be of you. And you are you. You're not me, you're not somebody else. We're all different. But you have a treasure inside. And you have a calling. And what exactly that is, I don't know. And maybe you don't either. But if you find it, then hold on to it. And if you haven't found it yet, keep searching. Because nothing else has greater value. And you will find that platform you stand so solid because you know who you are, who you belong to, where you're going, and why you are here. So I hope that this has been a good beginning, and I'm looking forward to hear from you so that we can continue on this journey